sun is so bright. So fresh. I feel like it looks really gray in camera. It's really green. So nice. Kind of silly, but I haven't seen snow yet this year, except like from a distance. Snow! Look how clear this is. But like, if this was 1 degree colder, it would be ice. That is really cold. It's so pretty. It's very hoa hoa. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so I've pulled like the colors from different inspo, and then I think these are really like the main inspo. Obviously, like the colors are very different. I think that's where I sometimes get stuck. That I need to like explore more is like not getting stuck to what the colors were in real life, but like finding something that's like that's not actually how it was in like an accurate way, but this is kind of what it felt like, or like, you know, like this is Vancouver, so it's not like gonna be snowy like that, but I kind of want to do this scene. I was trying to like, when I took the photo, trying to like frame it a little bit with the trees. I saw snow-capped mountains, but they weren't like here, you know, like they was kind of like as I was walking later, but I think I'm gonna add like a mountain in here. Let's see. Good morning. Okay, today is January 15th. I know this is super rough. Okay, my pen was dead, so this is me drawing with my finger. But I want to do one that's like 1221 with the little loon, and like maybe it says like Montreal or like Boston or something. Obviously Heated Rivalry is like really big right now. All my things are like kind of Heated Rivalry themed. I was thinking of doing like one of my really pretty keychains, but like with a loon. I could also make just like a loon on itself. I just thought as a keychain, like it might be kind of spiky with the beak. So that'd be nice to do like a whole little set, but obviously that'll take me longer to put together. I want to just make like little studs. I can just make those on the laser with black, and then I'll fill in with white. And then I was thinking about like using the loonie and putting like Stupid Canadian Wolf Bird like on a little loonie, and like maybe that's the charm. So it wouldn't be like so big, but that would be like the charm. I think I can put that together. The other thing is I'm almost done. I say almost done, I don't know. I'm working on, this is the print. So it's based on like where I was hiking. I wanted to like try doing like a winter scene, but more with like these purples and pinks and yellows. I wrote out like a couple phrases. I kind of like where it is in this like working stage, but this is not done. So I'm trying to figure that out. I did want to make this landscape, but then I was thinking of like filling in the side with like some other things. Still figuring it out, but it is 11 o'clock. I have about like 3 hours. So let's see what of these ideas I can like get made. If I can set up some laser files, that'll help. And I want to like gather everything. So let's see what we can do. I'm checking with you. I went to Maker Labs, my other studio, use a laser cutter, and then I'm teaching a pottery class this evening. So I'm pretty excited about that. This part of the pottery class, like we were basically painting, so it's not like too involved. Okay. I realized one thing where I'm kind of stuck now, that I could just like put together a loon, which seems so simple, but I think I need to figure out what a loon looks like in my style. Like I need like more of a stylized version of it. So I think next I'm gonna work on the sticker of the loon. I was planning on making like a nice design sticker, the loon with like the big bow, like how my other stuff is. I think I'm just gonna do a pretty sparkly sticker like that, not with any like text, but then try to adapt something that looks like that into a vector style that I can use on everything else. So I have like, I tried like a bunch of different branding to try to get like a little branding for this like hotel. So it's like Secret Hotel 1221. And then it says like locations in Ottawa, Montreal, Boston, Nashville, Las Vegas, Orlando, and more. So time out loons for a second. My sister was like saying that, she's like, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. And I was like, are you embarrassed? I think it's adorable. So like, actually I have a bunch because I'm doing laundry right now. So my laundry takes loonies. If you're an American viewer, but it just, if you're not familiar, if you're an American or you're not familiar with our money here in Canada, I love our money. Like people call Monopoly money. Like our actual bills are all really colorful, and our dollar and our $2 are in coins. So this is a $1 coin, so it's a loonie. They call it a loonie because there's a loon on the dollar. And we call a $2 a toonie because it's two loonies. Yeah, Rach was like, yeah, it's a little embarrassing. And I was like, I think it's adorable. I love Canada. I think we're a really cute country. And I think this is Canada's moment. I'm like, guys, like this is our moment to show the world, like to be a place of hope. Like this is our moment. Anyways, loons for me, I actually just looked this up because like I don't think I've seen a loon since being in BC, but I used to see loons a lot growing up in Ontario. In the show, and like when in the show Shane's Cottage, I'm not sure where exactly it's set in the book, because it's kind of like in between, so it must be like, it's like 2 hours from, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where it is in the book, but in the show where they filmed it is in Muskoka. So I grew up going to summer camp in Muskoka, and then I also worked at the same camp as a staff when I was an adult. So I'm very familiar with like Muskoka. It's a very Ontario Canadian summer thing, and like hearing the loon, it's really cute because I mean obviously it's on our dollar, like we're like, this animal is important to us. Like it does make this like nice call, and like I don't know, I thought like the show captured really well, like when he's like looking at the fire and he's like, wait, this is all you do? I like, Canada's fun. But I'm like, that kind of is it. Yeah, like it's really magical. Camp, we were like sitting on log benches. We had the big fire. We had someone in front of the fire telling a story, and then behind him would be the lake. And like, yeah, like that, telling a story with like the quiet lake with like a loon maybe coming by and making that sound. Like to me, that's just so quintessential like childhood summer in Ontario. I haven't gotten very far with this, but essentially it's gonna say like, sorry, it's not very far, but like stupid Canadian wolf bird instead of saying Canada dollar, and then the loon inside. So I just need to figure out like what a loon looks like for me. And then I want to apply that same loon to the earrings. So it needs to be like a vector where there's like 2 colors and solid. Anyways, so figuring that out. Very exciting. Okay, I'll check back in with you. Hello. Okay, I love sitting in my little nook for drawing on my iPad. Okay, I finished my loom. I just print this off as a sticker today. So here we have our loom. I'm trying to use more, like, I always like when people have like a lot of colors mixed in. So I'm using like different colors for the highlights and stuff. I think that is really, really cute. So I'm gonna send that off. I also took my same illustration and I made like a vector version. Okay, so like same illustration, but I made like a black and white vector version, or theoretically vector version. So this is what I'll cut as like the little studs. If the studs are gonna be like that small, I don't think there's really like space to like, like, can I add a bow? I have little bow charms. I guess if I made like dangly earrings instead of studs. Okay, but I'll also use this on the little loonie, and I think that'll be good to go. Okay, we have keychains, coins, blah, blah, everything is like done. I'm gonna head now to Maker Labs, see what we can get done with the laser cutter. Feeling pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna finish that print or not, but feeling pretty good. I have some other work I need to do, but yeah, pretty much got everything done. That's really about that loonie, but I looked it up. As long as like it's clear it's a parody and you're not trying to pass it off as real money, then like it's fine. It's like the intent to fraud. So, sorry, one more thing. I have a note. It is gorgeous outside. It is so nice. Like it's sunny. Let's look how much degrees it is. It is 8 degrees, but like with the sun so bright, like it is really nice out there. So we'll see how far we get. It should be good. Yeah, I feel like it's been a good productive day. Okay, this is where we're at. So cute, sparkling. I'm kind of struggling with these little more, but they're cute. And I made this keychain. Hello, hi. Welcome to the end of January. It is January 29th today, so I want to do like a little bit of a recap about the month. One of the things that I have on my list is I do want to do 10 hikes this year. There's like a range of what I'm counting for that. I have done my hike already for this month, so I'll show you some footage from that. So Lynn Valley Canyon is this really beautiful walking area. I'm gonna count it as a hike because I was out there for hours. I think I was out, I ended up like, I took the bus there and then I was trying to take the bus back and I was just following Google Maps, but I ended up like, when I came out, I was like, wait, because okay, there's like the town of Lynn Valley and then I took a bus like up into where the trail was. But when I came out from my walk up the trail, and then like came this other way, try to get to the bus, I came out in the town. So that meant I like really did like a big loop. Lynn Valley Canyon, super beautiful, very, very nice. It's like the suspension bridge and lots of trails and it was really, really beautiful. Really enjoyed doing that. And I think I just also want like at least once a month or like once a week to like really get into nature here. So that was really lovely. I'll show you all about that. Yeah, and then in terms of like art, so I thought about bringing back my Patreon this year. Part of my motivation is I want to make a new calendar at the end of the year. I haven't made a calendar now in a couple of years and that used to be like a main thing for me. But I was making these like desk calendars, which I really liked and they did sell, but I felt like they kind of hit their ends, like, which is maybe not true, like maybe I need to like sell them in like a completely different market. But here, like, people were, I don't know, they were kind of fizzling out and like more people were asking me for like big, large size calendars. So I thought about like reopening my Patreon and like, because that kind of motivates me to make like monthly art and making a design that could work for the Patreon, but then also turn into the calendar at the end of the year. That was my motivation. But I've been working on this one piece. I don't know, I'm leaving it now after last night. It's the end of the month, gotta move on. I was hoping to have it done at least by like the 15th, but this was inspired by my hike in Lynn Valley. And I pulled like a lot of beautiful references, but I don't feel like I ended up like completely satisfied. It looks more like a really good study that could maybe become a bigger piece, but I'm not sure about where it is now. I know I'm badly selling my own art right now, but that's kind of where I was at. But last night I added a border and added a little more things, and like I feel like I'm happy. Maybe not happy with it, but I think it's fine, or like done enough. I think at this point I don't know how much more tweaking I can do versus like just restarting the whole thing. So anyway, sorry, I know I'm not selling it well, but this is the piece for January. Yeah, and I put like some freezes on the side, and like I think I have a lot of like, there's a lot of things trying to happen here. Sorry, I need to not be so negative about it. I'm like, you should buy this. I don't like it. Okay, but I said a time to start again, enter the new year with whimsy and hope. So anyways, I do really like, in the end, I like how that, okay, leave it alone, Beck. I like it. But I'm working on a whole new shop update. I was thinking again about like launching Patreon, but I think I'm just gonna do like kind of like maybe a monthly shop update for now. I do have a lot of ideas for the Patreon. I've been making a lot more like jewelry and charms, and maybe doing like a charm club where you get like a necklace or a bracelet and then like a charm each month, something like that. Like I think that could be really cute, but we'll see. I mean, I've been obsessed with Hidden Rivalry. Who hasn't? So I came with a new collection. I don't usually make fan art. I don't know, like I was talking to some of my friends who like do make a lot of fan art, and they're like, that's where the money is. But I've just always felt like a little weird about it. Like it's not my IP, and like I have been playing around with some things, but I haven't really ever launched any fan art. But okay, this is my Hidden Rivalry fan art, but I have thought before about making like subtle fan art. So this is the stuff for the Hidden Rivalry collection that I'm kind of launching right now. I drew this lovely loon with a bow. I'm just very, very obsessed with bows, so that's a big part of everything. I think that this ties in actually well with the with the January design, even though it's like different. That ties in well together. So I have that, and then I've been experimenting more. Okay, I have a new organization system for all of the laser cutting stuff that I've been doing. So I made this necklace. I'm like, let me look at it in the light of day, because I made this last night in the dark. So I made this chain, and it says Stupid Canadian Wolf Bird. Originally I just had one, but I decided to actually make it double-sided, which a loonie would not be actually. A loonie would like have the queen, or I guess like the king now, on the other side, but theoretically. But I did find just the one pendant is quite light. So I think I might double them up. But the other thing I was thinking of, have you ever been to like, when you're getting a cart out from like No Frills and stuff, you use like a loonie to take the cart out? But I've seen people make these like loonies that are like fake that you can put in, put out. Anyways, so that's what I was thinking actually you could use this for. It is the exact size of a loonie. It's a little bit thicker though, so it might not work. But I also tried it as a keychain, which is pretty cute with the loon. And I made a bunch of earrings. So these are for, so we have like, I just feel like this is like the Beck version. There's a bow, there's the loon. I think these are very, very cute. I'm gonna try making more of these today. So I want to do like the secret hotel, and it's like locations in, and it's all the places that they like hook up in the book in the show. But I wasn't really happy with the type here, so I'm retrying it today. I enlarged the type and tried a different font. And then yeah, I made these into stickers. They're glittery, they're very cute. I'm also gonna make a bookmark. I'm just gonna make like a long bow as a bookmark. That's one. And then I think I'm gonna actually make this design into a sticker as well. And that's basically the new collection. Did some more experimenting too. And yeah, my plan is to put this video out this weekend, to put up the shop update at the same time, and then go update everything that I have in shops here in Vancouver as well. And that's kind of the January update. And I'm gonna try to stick to like a monthly sort of update, like making art on here. Whether I do the Patreon or not, I'll let you know. Yeah, I think that would be really good. I did sign up for 2 more art shows at the art gallery that I work with a lot. So I have one in April and one in October. That has been like a really nice challenge because you only have to make 1 piece for the show, and I end up using it as like a good creative challenge. Everyone always asks me like where I find the motivation to just do all this side stuff, but I set deadlines for myself. I like sign up for markets, I sign up for events, and like that does really help motivate me. The next show that I have is the Paper Pin and Patch show. That's gonna be at the end of February and is run by Etsy Vancouver Co. So I'm also preparing for that, which is really exciting. I want to do a lot more like, I've made like these inlaid keychains. I want to work on more like pins. So I'm going to be working on that as well. And yeah, so stick around. See you next month. I hope you like my January update, and thanks for being here.